Hi, I'm Joshua Haynes with the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with the FRED add-in and a few of the features you'll be able to use with it. So of course, you want to be in Microsoft Excel and click on the FRED ribbon at the top. Now, if you already know the series ID, go ahead and type it into the first row and just hit the Get FRED Data button, and it'll pull in for you. But if you're unsure of the series ID, we have provided 3 drop-down menus to browse through. There's the popular US data, which is broken into 5 categories. Popular international data, which is broken into 8 countries. And there's the popular data releases that are available. Now, we also have a data search option, but I'll come back to that. So let's go back to the popular US data, click on prices, and then select CPI. Now, press the Get FRED Data button, and then there you go. It pulls it right in for you. All right, so let's say now you want to build a graph for each of these series. You actually have a couple options. The top button is the quick build, which builds a standard graph without the US recession shading. And the drop-down button allows you to build multiple graphs or a multi-series graph. And we'll actually come back to the multi-series graph. So let's select the Create Graphs button. And we get a pop-up menu with all the series that have data below them. Now we have a Select All option, which if you already know that you want to make a graph for all the series, then you can just click on that and then hit the Build Graph, or select one or a couple. Then there's also the US recession shading option at the bottom. So you can click on that, and let's click the Build Graphs button. And there are the graphs with the US recession shading. All right, so let's say now you decide you want to see the data as a percentage change from a year ago. And how about only as far back as January of 2000? So simply just click on the second row below the series ID and go to the Data Manipulations button. Select PC1, and let's do it for the other one. Then click on the 4th row and type in January of 2000. And again, do it for the other one as well. Now hit the Update Data button, and then there you go. The data refresh, but also the graphs did as well, you can see. All right, so let's go back to the search function. So click on Data Search and type in what you're looking for in the text box, and then just click Search. All the results from the search get returned directly into this user form, and we can actually pull one from here onto our worksheets by selecting it and hitting Add Series ID. You can actually add more than one at a time, but I'm really only looking for the core CPI right now. That's what I'm going to use. As you can see, not only did it put in the series, but it also added the default info for everything else. It makes it easier for you to see where everything goes. So let's press the Get FRED Data button so it pulls in the data for the core CPI, and let's move on to the multi-series graph. So click on the drop-down button below the quick build and select Create Multiple Series Graphs. Let's pick CPI and core CPI. Let's actually put in a title, and how about a y-axis label? Okay, so hit Build Graph, and there it is, your multi-series graph. Now, I want to show you a feature that we actually added. It's called the n equals function. All you have to do is go to the 4th row or the date row and type in n equals, whatever number you want. But I'm going to put in 20 for you. Hit the Update Data button. And there you go. As you can see, it actually has the 20 most recent data observations, and it actually updated the multi-series graph for us as well. That's great. Now, the last few things I want to show you, and the first one here is the Quick Start Guide. And this here gives you a rundown of each variable, where it goes, and a little more detail about it. Now, if you hover over that button again, it'll actually show you where each variable goes without all the description. A nice little feature. And then also you have the user guide here, which, if you have any questions, you can actually go right there and, hopefully you'll be able to find what you're looking for. There's also a Contact Us button, which takes you to a website where you can email us with comments or questions. And then lastly, there's the Updates button, where you can actually check to see if there's an update, which of course there isn't right now, but it would prompt you to download the newest one if there was one. So those are the basic features I wanted to show you. There are more in-depth options, but I'll go into those on another video. So have a great one, and thanks for downloading our add-in. This video is brought to you by the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. For more information, please visit us online at stlouisfed.org.